Previously on Sunlust. What can be said about this map? It is massive ambushes tucked around just about every corner. This map literally never gives you 5 seconds to breathe. And on top of that, you also get a million cacodemons. But on the bright side, you can completely skip the final ambush just by bullying your way to the exit. Welcome back to Legendary Mel Games. I'm your host, Joe. Today's map comes to us from Ribbiks using the music soundtrack menu from Secret of Evermore. This is map 23 in flight. And just like the title says, you want to immediately grab the shotgun and run away. You may want to take those 2 chain gunners out, though, just to save your sanity a little bit. Now, luckily, the green floors in this map does not damage you. So, contrary to how they would be in pretty much any other series, you don't have too much to worry about here. Now, as you can see, we can get a secret right off the bat in this map. We just need to get past the Mancubus and Revenants. And this room, with the 5 pillars, is exactly what we are going to be dealing with the majority of the level. So, those 5 pillars is pretty much the level's gimmick. Just go ahead and get all of them in fighting so we don't have to worry about it. And around here is going to be the secret plasma rifle. So just like that, we have 1 secret, and before we hit that switch, make sure to go ahead and flush out all the enemies that are hiding back here. Because that's a good way for them to T-bone you the second you drop that lift. But like this, we won't have to deal with it. And also, here is about one of the only safe places you can realistically take the enemies out back here. But don't worry, there are going to be some that even over here you're not going to be able to touch. So let's go ahead, hit the switch, and as you can see in the corridor back here, we're going to have 2 Revenants and Hell Knight. Usually we like to get these things in fighting, but don't really have the option so much here, as they're already trained on us. So let's go ahead, drop it, and get these 3 out of here. Mancubus, we will deal with you in a second if you can hold on. Sheesh! So impatient these days. Now, the whole gimmick behind this map is we need to hit 5 different switches to open up those pillars, all of which give you different yellow keycards. So as bizarre as that sounds, you have, I think it's 5 yellow keycards in this map and 1 red keycard. So, the real trick is getting all 5 unlocked. Now, technically, all you need is the red keycard to exit the map. The only thing the 5 switches does for you is get you a BFG 9000. So, with that said, let's go ahead and make our way back up here. Again, get rid of those snipers as quick as you can. Over here is our first switch. So that is going to be switch number 1 to getting the BFG 9000. As you can see, that is still out of reach, so we need to do something to get that down, and the switch is hidden under there. Now we can take the teleporter and get ready for literally one of the hardest parts of the map. And that is making sense of this, because you've got chain gunners in the back alleyway trying to shoot you. You've got Mancubus flooding this area with fire. And by the way, you've also got a Revenant way back in the nosebleed sections sniping you from clear across the map. So this area is one of those where no matter what direction you turn, you're being fired at. So just be careful, get the supercharge. This area is damaging floor, so run across there quick. And now we need to go ahead and work our way toward the reason this map is called In Flight. Before doing that, let's go ahead. We do want to pick up the rocket launcher pretty soon. So back over here, let's get our rockets, and here is secret number 2. Literally just flipping the switch teleports you to the security armor. And just like that, we have 2 of the 5 secrets. Secrets 3 and 4 are pretty much on top of each other, so really only 2 more to go. At this point, you can see we have 2 pillars unlocked. Let's go ahead. As second we grab them, a ton of chain gunners are going to teleport in. And as you can see, we're pretty much out of ammo. So just play peekaboo with the first couple until we can get some rounds. And then they are a self-defeating prophecy. So, sorry chain gunners, but too close, not enough. And just like that, we've got ourselves the supercharge. So, what do we need to do for the rocket launcher? For that one, we're going to have to drop a few more pillars because we're going to get that as soon as we release the arch vial up there. So Pain Elemental is actually the last one that releases. That's the one that releases when you get the BFG 9000. So let's go ahead, drop the lift again. Let's head back up through the teleporter. And now let's get these imps out here so they can stop interfering when we're down in the central arena. And let's go ahead and get this area underway. Basically, we need to get a Revenant and Hell Knight infighting. The second we go over here, as you can see, very tight corridors, but just keep circling around enough, you'll eventually get in there. And always help out the Revenant because the Hell Knight just has too much health. So give him a smack or two while he's distracted. And just like that, he won and he's out. And we'll just take out the imp while we're here too. This is where we get yet another switch for the BFG 9000. And it's right there. So just like that, we've dropped yet another pillar in that central room with the 5. And then we can go over. As you can see, it literally drops you right in that room. But be careful because we're to have now the arch vials coming in. There are 2 of them in total. And honestly, I don't care if they revive the chain gunners because the arch vials are going to try to get to us down the hallway. And the chain gunners are just going to keep hitting them because we're sitting here blocking it. So this is actually nowhere near as difficult as it looks. Just block the hallway and don't let them through. That's literally the easiest way to handle that. That way you can literally just berserk punch them out of existence. You don't even need ammo, as you can see there. Now what we do get for doing this is the rocket launcher. So at this point we will have every weapon in the game except for the BFG. And 2 secrets. Come on. You know you want to come around the corner. And there it is. One more and I think we got it. Literally, if you've ever had to berserk punch an arch vial before, this is the perfect map to train you, because literally that's the perfect way to do it, just funneling them into a tiny hallway. And just like that, we have one more pillar to drop to get the BFG 9000. So, let's go over here and get to the main ambush of this map. It is heavily guarded, so expect that TDC to go crazy soon. As we go ahead, teleport back. And now, can we finally get rid of that annoying Revenant? Or, kind of got other things to deal with. So we'll spare him yet again as we jump down here to the lift. Be ready as soon as you hit this switch, because we're going to have an arch vial and Revenant unleashed on you. Very easy to blow yourself up on this pillar, but just like before, we can go ahead and berserk punch around it. No problem at all. Just like that, we now have access to this switch, which is going to drop the lift so that now we can jump across to that striped room. As you see, these raise up, jump to the left where the Revenant was, and we can teleport to secret number 3, which is just the rockets by the Mancubus. But when you're over here, go around that teleporter, hit the final switch for the BFG, teleport to get the 4th secret, the Megasphere. And just like that, we've got 4 of the 5 secrets. We've got all the pillars unlocked for the BFG 9000. Let's go ahead. Actually, no, we have 4 of the 5 pillars unlocked for BFG 9000. We're still missing one more. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and do it legitimately this time. So again, that's just going to be running over here and into a construction area, as I like to call it. Get ready, this ambush is wicked, but it's not bad if you have plenty of rockets. They give you a few, but just make sure you save as many as you can for this one, because there are going to be 2 arch vials that get released in this hallway, and they are going to be constantly reviving things, and the meatballs just going to get stuck in the middle of everything. So just stay over here, pelt everything with rockets, hope that you don't get blown outside of the arena, and you should be just fine. Just like that, I think we got them, at least the main part of them. And now, as you can see, our last secret is here. You just have to go in that little closet where the Mancubus came out of. Usually, he doesn't come out of here after you. He'll usually just stay in that closet and snipe you. But if you stayed back there to rocket everything, he will eventually make his way out. So, just go in the closet he was in. There's a switch. And now, grab that wall, and it'll drop the lift. This is the final secret, which is energy cell pack and health. careful, there is a Revenant that came out of a little cubby hole down here. Basically one of those where he could smack you the second you get down there. Take out the remaining Hell Knights, and we've also got another Archvile that's actually stuck in place over there. If you can get close enough to him, you can just Berserk Punch him and just keep ducking around the corner here. But either way, that Archvile's out of here, and we are just about done with this one. Don't you worry, though. If you know anything about Sunlust, you know the end is not going to be pretty. As we grab the Red Keycard with all secrets in hand, let's get ready, because we need to get that BFG, and for the love of gosh, get this dang sniper out of here. Revenant, stop sniping already. Sheesh. This Revenant's wicked because he is on a big enough platform that he can still dodge quite a few of your attacks. And again, anytime they put him up on sentry posts like that, it becomes a nightmare. So, as you can see, we got ourselves the other yellow key here. So, let's also hit this switch, just to make sure we have everything. And now, let's grab the final yellow key and BFG at the Pain Elementals immediately, because there's going to be 3 of them that pop in. Hide back here to take out the Lost Souls, because that way they're more likely to hit the corner and get stuck. So, we can go ahead and literally just Berserk Punch the Lost Souls out, because every time they try to attack us, they're just going to get stuck on the corner. And just like that, just go absolute ruthless aggression on the Pain Elemental. And we are just about done. If you all could leave, you flaming psychopaths. Sheesh. Come on. Yeah, there he goes. And those two are just fighting each other. Should probably cut it out and deal with the person that's actually punching them out of existence. But either way, let's get ready for the final ambush. Hit the red switch, and immediately we need to work the Revenants up in the middle so we can get the rockets around them. Whatever you do, don't go in that room past them, because there is an Archvile guarding the exits. We just want to keep the Revenants as far away as possible. Just keep them over here in our tunnel. The same one we used to Berserk Punch the Archviles, and they're literally just go down single file, just like that. Now, when we are ready, let's go for the Archvile as soon as these two realize we're trying to exit. Come on! Sheesh! You think you could just let us go already after all we've been through? Anyway, rude Revenant aside, let's go ahead and trigger the Archvile, who thinks he has the upper hand here until he realizes there's nothing for him to revive, and just like that, we are out of here. Outstanding map by Ribbiks. You know, I've always said that I have personally enjoyed playing Danny Babinga's maps more, but I have to admit, this one was a ton of fun. Ribbiks has really been killing it the further into this series we get. Very, very fun maps. And if you've not already, please check out the Sunlust playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Some more Can See videos. We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.